Hi, it's Therese on Lostinpaper, and I'm here for Therese's Advent Calendar Extravaganza and sharing this with Altenew today, and lots of fun prizes to be won, and all the links will be at the blog, so I'll put the link in the YouTube description below. I'm going to make 2 cards today, and I'm using some great Christmas stamps from Altenew, and I've got the matching dies for these stamps, and I thought it'd be a great way to make multiple designs and keep it easy this time of year. We don't want to put too much pressure on ourselves, so I've actually kept all my dies in place. They're joined to each other still, and I'm laying them face down on my cardstock, and then I've actually got the stamps laying face down on my cardstock as well on top of the dies, so they kind of match with each other. And then I just flip the lid over, pick up my stamps with the lid of the Misty, and then I can just hopefully stamp these all at once, and then I can die cut them all at once with the coordinating die, just to save a bit of time. Now, I have invested recently in some of the cube inks. I haven't used these before from Altenew, but now that they have the refills, all the matching refill colours and everything, I think the cubes are a great investment, especially for something like this. I didn't want all my leaves to be black, so this would have been a little bit difficult to do, although you can do it with the bigger ink pads. It was just much easier for me to use the smaller size ink pads, and that's where they can really come in handy. So I've stamped my branch and my pine cone. These are from the poinsettia and pine stamp set. I've stamped them with black, and then I've used the evergreen ink for the leaf and the holly image. And this comes in the set of 4, so it's the 3 greens and the jet black all come together in one set, and it really great combo. And I thought that'd be a really practical combination of the small ink cubes to have, because I use, especially with the Altenew stamps, there's a lot of floral images, so there's a lot of leaves, and I just thought the jet black, I like the small cubes for jet black too. It's perfect. So I actually got the matching refills for these as well. I'm using my Prismacolor pencils to colour today, and not doing anything too fancy here. I'm not even using any blending, because I kind of want it, because they're pine cones, they're kind of a wood finish. I wanted them to look a little bit rough, so I'm layering up my pencil to add depth, starting with my lightest colour and then adding my shadows. And even right at the end, I use a bit of black, and that just adds so much depth to an image. For the the berry branch, I'm using sort of a deep red, and instead of using another red to add the depth or shading, I just had the brown pencil in my hand, so I used that, which is perfect. Actually, come to think of it, I probably should get the small cubes in the brown colours too. There's 2 sets of brown inks in Altenew. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I might have to shout myself a Christmas present. So if you don't know too much about this Advent Calendar Extravaganza, there's heaps going on at Therese's blog. You have a new exciting door to open every day and see some fun and amazing cards and tags and gift ideas. Everything's there. So head over to her blog and head over to the Altenew blog, and you'll see what the others are up to as well. So this is where I'm die cutting the image, and I'm holding it in place with 4 sets of lots of tape. I don't want this to move. It doesn't come out perfect. I've never had any luck lining it up exactly right. If you are a perfectionist, then you probably do need to do each image separately. But I'm going to be making little bouquets of flowers for my cards. And I did make a total of 5 sets of these die cut images, so I've got plenty to use on both of my cards. Now, the sentiments today are both coming from the Halftone Holidays stamp set, and I've just stamped out the word season and colouring it with a Prismacolor pencil. I could have used the matching ombre stamp that comes in the set, but I just wanted it to be nice and bold. I'm doing this on some Moonrock cardstock, which is very similar to the spicy yogurt cardstock, just not quite as heavyweight. The second sentiment is gold embossed on some scrap white cardstock. And then I'll cut that down because that's going to be my bigger sort of bouquet. I didn't want the sentiment to be, it just wasn't working if I tried to use the bigger fonts. Okay, now I've covered the front of my top fold card with some Moonrock cardstock here and just working out where I want my layout to be. I have lots of different sized glue dots here, and I really like them because they hold really well, but they do give you a little bit of time. So if you're not really quite sure where you want something, you can lift it up and reposition it. Just use some pop dots on the actual pine cones and on the sentiment. The second card today, I've covered the front with the parchment paper, which is very similar to craft cardstock. Really, really pretty cardstock, this one too. And it's also from Altenew. And I'm doing the same thing here, just working out my little bouquet. There is a gap on my parchment paper. I don't know if you noticed, but I did that purposely because it wasn't quite long enough. I didn't want to cut my card size down. So I've made sure that I've placed it where my sentiment's going to sit over the front. And that's my finished card. Both my cards finished for today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a blast with this Advent Calendar Extravaganza. Thanks so much, Therese. I've had a ball. So till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.